Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all fandoms, welcome to Ferret and Raccoon, a podcast, episode 2. Okay, well, let's dive right into the steak.
The steak.
The steak, yeah.
You don't even said who we are. You're not going to tell the audience who we are? Has it really been that long?
My name is Ferret.
And I'm the Angry Raccoon. And it's our podcast. We're back for episode 2.
Yep.
Very close to double digits now. Yeah. How have you been, Ferret?
Been really good, thanks.
Good to hear.
A little bit stressed, actually.
Stress. What else prevented the podcast from coming to be? You wanna let them know?
Sick as well.
Sickness.
A lot of stuff going on. Got uni to prepare for.
Life.
Exactly.
Life is getting him down.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Raccoon?
I'm good. Hopeful for this year. I know it's just started, but pretty hopeful. We are recording this podcast for the 12th. Well, for the 12th to the 18th of January. Although this podcast, when you view it on YouTube or whatever, will be late. But it's not bad. Ferret was sick.
Sorry, lads.
Girls listen to.
Oh, Adelaide laddises. Lasses.
You should just okay.
Lads and lasses.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, we're back. We're not gonna skimp out on you and be like, oh, forget that week, nothing happened. No, we always got your back.
We'll do this.
Yes, and so obviously we've got the formal introduction saying I want to talk about something real quick before we move on to the main topics. Do you know of a I say woman, but do you know of a person called Anita Sarkeesian?
Ruben, don't do that. You just open up a new bag.
Alright, for anyone who knows of this woman, all I'm going to say is this. I have 3 things to say. She's terrible. Please stop sending her hate mail because you are just giving her attention and ammunition.
She loves it.
And thirdly, I just want to say, if you know of her, please warn other people who may not know as much about her. She was on ABC News talking crap, okay? So just to let people know she was doing this. We're not going to focus a gaming, music, film podcast on her. So you know what?
Nope.
We are moving straight on. With, I think, probably the biggest news being the Nintendo Direct, which happened on Tuesday the 14th.
Yeah.
Now, we're not going to talk about it in too much detail right now. This is going to be the main topic. But we are going to just quickly, talk about it for a little sec. So, what did you think of it, Ferret? Just a rough going round.
Okay, let me think. How do I sum it up? That's the real big thing.
You can sum it up now. I mean, we can get into more detail later.
Interesting to say the least.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, there wasn't any. Well, there were a few big surprises, and I think there was one we were definitely both looking forward to. But we'll definitely talk about that again. But
later.
It was good. I mean, we're going to talk about it later. I mean, speaking of Nintendo, a man in America has been buying Nintendo Amiibos, and he's been buying a lot of them. And you may be thinking, oh, he's just a typical collector. Now, this guy has a distinct hatred for the Mario character Rosalina. And to the point where he's bought almost 100 of them.
100?
Yes, 100. Just of Rosalina.
Oh my god.
Rosalina's biggest fan? No. Rosalina's biggest enemy, I think. So, this guy, he's bought about 100, or well, he firstly pre-ordered 100 Rosalina figures and has bought them. And he's basically has plans on buying more, because supposedly, according to what has been read, he has about 35,000 to spend just on Rosalina figures.
Oh, why are you wasting that much money? On something you hate too.
I know. He's a bit dumb, but
very.
Yeah, he is pretty stupid. I don't understand. He has a distinct hatred for the one character, and it's pretty sad. Like, you could say, oh, he's just trying to buy them up so he can sell them on eBay and all that. That could be true, but at the same time, there's a special kind of hatred goes to that. I think
it's true.
It can.
I think he's not gonna sell them because that defeats the whole purpose of buying them. He wants to keep them for himself to stop other people buying them.
Do you want to hear the quote he had to say?
What was the quote?
The quote he had to say was, "I do not appreciate Rosalina appearing in almost every recent Mario game to date. The fact Nintendo promotes her so much and people praise her is just disgusting." He goes on to say, "I hate her fans too. I know for a fact her amiibo will be among one of the most popular, which is why I took the time to wait and pre-order over 100 of her. I do not want her fans to be happy. It just crushes me. Nintendo from the good old days went to this shit for character design," he added. Yes, a statement from the guy. Now, who the hell do you think is really profiting from this situation? Because it's not him.
It's definitely not him, no.
I mean, Nintendo's probably looked at this and gone, "Yeah, thanks for the 2,000, mate."
All they're gonna think is, great, let's make more.
Exactly. Well, Rosalina's pretty popular. Okay. And I guess this guy is gonna be there just to, I guess, scoop them up, I would imagine. I guess. But yeah, pretty interesting story. I love this story.
I think it's genius.
This is the kind of story you know, like we said before, he could just be buying up the figures because he doesn't want fans or he's going to sell them online or whatever. But this is just funny. Just that quote is just hilarious. I mean, supposedly he also hates some of the other characters like Robin, Samus, Peach. Yeah, what's the similarity between those characters?
They're all female.
Yeah. Just think about that for a sec.
That's what, I just clocked that as well. I was thinking, that's a bit weird. Oh.
It is a bit.
And Samus is cool and everything.
She's a
I don't
cool
know why
character.
you would hate her. I can understand like Rosalina maybe, even though she's cool.
She's a breath of fresh air compared to Peach. She can actually do something.
I know, it's just but like if you're gonna hate someone, why would you hate Samus? You know what I mean? She's like cool.
Ferret showing much love for Samus right here. Stay tuned to his spin-off, you know. Ferret loves Samus.
Coming soon, guys.
Coming soon. Yeah. Let's move on to some other interesting news. So, Suicide Squad, the film. Let's hope DC doesn't fuck it up. Well, that's what we're going to be saying for the next couple of years.
That's true.
But yeah, Mr. Tom Hardy, who was playing, I don't know who. He was playing one of the main characters. I completely forget. He's left the film. He's no longer working on it. I don't exactly know where he's gone, and I honestly don't really care what he's doing. It doesn't really, well.
Yeah.
But I guess his main intention was he's already played a super villain, being Bane from The Dark Knight Rises.
That's true.
I guess not for him, and obviously rumours are going around of who should play him next and all this stuff. But I mean, not really that big a news. We just thought we'd mention it as soon as it's something we're personally interested in.
It's noteworthy news, yeah.
To an extent, yeah. I mean, it's cool and all. I mean, I like the story, but I just thought I'd mention it just so people can look it up. And I mean, of recently, people have been like going, "Oh, we should get this actor and that actor." I think the whole thing just gets so silly.
Yeah,
the way people are just like, "Oh, you have to get this guy. You have to get the it's
pretty ridiculous.
Getting good actors and all that." But it's just like, But moving on to the last little bit of news that we have, like just a small topics. You know of the rap group Run the Jewels?
Yep.
Run the Jewels, a rap group formed of rappers LP and Killer Mike. They've produced 2 pretty famous albums as of now, recent albums as well. When people chat about, music it's not any good today. Or, well, rap music. I think we can both agree rap music is kind of a mess right now.
Yeah.
Ever since Outkast left. But
it's true.
Yeah, so they have a pretty famous album cover, which is basically a stick-up. It's hard to describe on an audio podcast.
Yeah.
But it's basically like 2 people, one person's hand making a gun, and another person handing like a gold chain. If you type up Run the Jewels, you'll see it. Yeah. And basically, I guess someone at Marvel really likes their Run the Jewels, because the next Deadpool and Howard the Duck comic are going to have references to Run the Jewels, which is pretty interesting.
That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Like, what do you think of this just in general? Like,
I like the idea of it. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, like we're looking at the images right now, and we've got the Deadpool one, and it's basically similar to how the front cover looks in a sense. And it's got what I'd imagine is Deadpool's hand kind of being the gun, and you got Thanos' hand with the Infinity Gauntlet kind of giving him his Deadpool chain. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. We're not really comic book people here. And obviously the Howard the Duck one I fucking love because it's got my boy on the front cover, Rocket Raccoon, with Howard the Duck, and they're kind of doing the same pose. And I thought this was interesting. I think Killer Mike and LP have said how they're honoured in a sense.
I would be honoured if they did that as well.
It's cool. It makes a change.
They'd be running around the house. I got it.
What? Who's this?
That would be me. If I was a rapper and they put my reference to me on their covers.
Yeah, it's a cool honour. I mean,
It's really cool.
I mean, these comics are far away because Howard the Duck 1 hasn't even come out yet, and we're only on Deadpool 40, and 45 will be the special edition where it has the reference on it. But I think it was pretty cool. Just some nice, funny, kind of cool news to kind of set the podcast going, which I thought was cool. Anything you want to add before we move on to our main segment, Ferret?
Nah, I'm good.
Nah. Alright then. So, we mentioned before earlier, Nintendo had their Direct on the 14th of January 2015. And we've watched all the videos and we've kind of seen everything that we have. They have, excuse me. And we're just gonna kind of talk more in depth about Nintendo Direct and what we thought of the stuff they showed and what was missing. So, Ferret, you want to kick us off with a story?
Okay, Majora's Mask.
Yes.
The trailer. Now, when I first saw the trailer, I was online, right? I saw this, okay, what is this? It came up with Majora's Mask and it had all the references and everything to Zelda. I was thinking, okay, this is obviously a fake. Somebody's messing with me.
Yeah, we've been duped in the past. Yeah.
And then when it got to the end, I saw that it was Nintendo. It had the box art. I was blown away. I was like, yes, it finally happened. I rushed to Reddit. I created new topics. I said, please, yes, let it be true. And then
Let it be true as well.
when I found out it was just true, I got haps.
Haps, indeed. Yeah, I
cried.
I mean, we're not the biggest Legend of Zelda fans here.
No, I am.
Well, okay. Well, Ferret is...
Definitely.
I'm not. I haven't really played any of the games, so if you want to be a dick and put in the comments saying how much of a bad gamer I am, then go fuck yourself. But you know, I'm interested in Majora's Mask because I think it is. And once again, if you want to comment off the mic comment right now, you can go fuck yourself. Majora's Mask is probably one of the only good and worthwhile playing games, I think, because it's actually one of the only Zelda games that is different to an extent. Like, I'm not saying it's the only one that's different, because there are other ones like Wind Waker, Link Between Worlds, Twilight Princess.
Yeah, they're all
the one on the
great
one on the
variety.
Wii U and stuff like that. Those are the ones people remember. The first kind of ones, as much as they are nostalgic, they're
quite bland, aren't they?
in some kind of comparison. When you look at how far they've come, like, I'm not saying they're bad. When you look at how far they've come, yeah, they are a bit bland. But you know what?
Yeah.
Oh well. But yeah, Majora's Mask, I'm interested in getting my hands on it because I don't own the original one. But yeah, it's interesting, and they're promoting it really hard. Like, have you seen the 3DS, the new 3DS skin they've got for it?
Yes, I've seen it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's gold with Majora's Mask on the front cover, on the front front display of the 3DS.
Yeah,
the new one.
It looks really nice,
It looks
and
fantastic.
it's coming in a box as well, so you can obviously don't throw away your game boxes, guys.
No,
but,
never. It comes with a statue as well of Majora.
Does it?
Yeah. The
Don't know
limited
if it
edition
does. Oh, it does? Okay, well, I don't know about that.
So that's really cool. And it comes with artwork.
Yeah, the only thing it doesn't come with is a copy of the game.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The standard edition only comes with the DS itself, not the copy of the game.
Really?
Weirdly, yes.
That's weird.
Very weird. Not even a digital download.
What?
Very odd. Yes, but we'll talk about the new 3DS in a sec.
What?
Bit odd.
That's really weird. I don't even like that.
Nintendo and their sneaky shenanigans, I guess.
I didn't even notice that. I thought, come on, if you're gonna buy it,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a standard,
should have
yeah.
came with it. But
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a bit silly.
That's very annoying. That's actually really annoyed me.
It is annoying. Yeah, that was definitely. Obviously, we kind of knew about Majora's Mask as a confirmed a while ago, and it's not necessarily new news.
We all knew it was going to happen. We just didn't.
We knew it was going to happen. We're
guess.
just looking
We
forward
just
to it
didn't
now. It's
expect
out
it,
next month, and we can't wait.
Yep.
Some other games we knew about. You want to take Xenoblade X?
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah.
Fantastic game.
You're talking about the original?
No,
this one.
This is a sequel. No. It looks like a fantastic game. I know it will be a fantastic game, actually. 100%. I know it will be a fantastic game. One of the greatest games of this year.
You heard it here first.
I'm confident. You can put that in a quote somewhere.
Yeah.
It's definitely true. It's because I've played the first one, which is now rare, which is awesome.
It's not rare. It's just it's
kind of rare.
It's sought after.
Sought after, yeah.
Very sought after. People want to play it, and people know that people want to play it, so they push the price up.
Yeah.
Annoying. If you see a copy of it for £60, don't get it.
No.
Don't get it.
I got it on the first day it came out in Europe, and I played it, blown away. I got like hundreds of hours on it. It's a fantastic game. Recommend it to everyone.
Is it better than Monster Hunter?
No.
Okay.
They'd be selling nothing to better than Monster Hunter.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Hey,
stop.
Copyright.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna start singing that theme. Capcom's desperate for money. Come on. Okay. So that was Xenoblade Chronicle X.
The trailer didn't reveal much.
No, it was just kind of just showing off the environment and stuff like that. It wasn't. I mean,
that's really what I expect.
I mean,
really,
people have probably already made up their mind whether they're going to get it or not. I mean, I probably will get a copy of it when it comes out, but we'll just have to see.
It's a change from spoiling. Like in the trailers.
Oh yeah, well, film trailers always spoil everything. They're just showing the fucking the plot, all the funny jokes, and the fucking ending.
They show everything composed into 1 minute. They also, which is very annoying, Majora's Mask in the trailer. They showed one of the crucial elements. Like
don't say it. Just don't say it, just in case no one's played the game.
No, I won't say it.
Yeah,
luckily you stopped me.
I think we'll say this: if you do want to get the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask on a 3DS. Don't watch the trailers. Just get the game. This is a good Legend of Zelda game.
Fantastic.
It is.
It's really good.
It's really good. So just get the game if you ain't played this game yet, and just avoid the spoilers because you'll kind of be like, what the fuck am I looking at?
It's true.
At the same time, there's nothing worse than kind of seeing a trailer and going like, oh, that was the ending.
Yeah. Or that happens. Oh, I have to look.
Or I haven't seen that scene yet, so that's coming up. Or he can't be dead because I know there's the scene where he punches the monkey in the face.
Yeah.
That's thanks trailers.
It's true.
But, yeah.
Because I played the game, I was shocked when I saw it. But yeah. Shocked.
Another game that they talked about. Which, I guess I don't really think people were really too hyped for this game. Mario Party 10.
Yeah.
Another game. I mean, there was a big theme of amiibo support in this Direct. Almost most of the games had amiibo support. This one definitely did. Mario Party 10 is giving you the ability to play as Bowser in this one. So the person playing as Bowser holds the Wii U. And they can kind of like fuck around with like the mini games and stuff like that. And obviously, Nintendo for whatever reason has released Mario amiibos, just Mario amiibos. So basically they've kind of just re-released all the key characters in the Mario universe as amiibos again.
Yeah. Despite
the fact they're all in Smash anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was up with that.
It's really odd and it's a bit snaky for them to do that because there's like. I think I looked at the Yoshi one and there's like just a slight variation. He's just in a slightly different pose.
That's weird.
But I don't really think anyone's really going to drop another £10 or £15 on another couple of amiibos. But the trailer looked alright. It was doing something a little bit more different. But whether we'll get it...
Yeah. Look at it. That's what I'm thinking.
Look at it.
You look at it.
Look at it. I want everybody to look at it. Yeah, I don't know about that. Game I probably will be getting is Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, which is the next Kirby platformer, which has a nice claymation style to it. No idea what's going on in the story, but if you play the Kirby game, you can probably guess. This one looks pretty good. It's nailed the claymation look, I think.
Very, very nice looking game.
Yeah.
See the trailer, you would be blown away. It's very, very nice.
Blown away, yeah. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, I haven't played a lot of the Kirby games, but you know, it's standard fare for Kirby,
Yeah.
I think, at the moment. But hopefully, it comes out at a good price, and I'll pick it up. Hopefully.
I think I'll pick up too.
Well,
Looks interesting. I like
yeah.
it.
Hopefully,
Gameplay mechanics look very fun.
the next game we have is Codename Steam, a strategy RPG which takes place in some weird ass steampunk world where you're playing as random as fuck characters doing strategy. I don't really care about this game anymore
Yeah.
because not since another game got confirmed, but
Yeah.
you can have Fire Emblem characters in it now. You can use the amiibos from Smash Bros, and use them with the new 3DS, and
That's cool.
you can import them into the game, which is cool, I guess, and it makes sense. Just giving Nintendo giving more of their amiibos more use other than just Smash.
It's true. That's very
I
good.
mean, I honestly don't really have a lot to say about this game because I honestly don't really care too much about this game. But I think it's going to be a good game. Whether I'll pick it up, I don't know.
I probably won't pick it up, but it looks interesting enough.
Yeah, it looks worth the purchase, I would say.
Definitely.
Our next game is Puzzles and Dragons Z. Now this is a weird game that it's kind of two games that came out in Japan, and I guess Nintendo have just decided let's release both of them in one package and
Yeah.
kind of give one a Mario skin. Nothing too much. It's kind of like an RPG puzzle kind of game, except without the microtransactions, which is good. And it looks alright. I mean, it's just like standard. It looks like just a puzzle game from Japan, so
Yeah.
not too much about it. But hey,
It
I give people props for bringing over games that didn't come over here.
It's true, and it looks fun. I've seen gameplay. The trailer
It looks fun.
looks very interesting.
Another game that kind of isn't fun is there was that Pokemon game they also showed off, which I'll quickly mention, which is it's like Pokemon Shuffle, I believe it was called, but basically it's like Candy Crush. You kind of have to like line up the Pokemon
Yeah.
faces. The only problem is there is microtransactions
Of
linked into
course.
this game,
Of course
And
there
I mean, all I gotta say is no, Nintendo, don't.
Yeah.
Like
Don't go down
we
that
understand. We understand you want to catch up with all the other people in the gaming industry, but don't follow the wrong things. Don't do that. I'm waggling my finger at the mic. Don't. Don't.
I can confirm he is waggling
Yes,
the finger.
watch this. You can't even see it. I'm doing that Sonic waggle, like like an old Sonic, and he's like, That's what I'm doing. And lastly, I think the biggest thing to come from the Nintendo Direct, new Fire Emblem or working title, Fire Emblem game.
Yeah, Fire Emblem.
Yeah, Fire Emblem working title.
Working title.
Working title. Yeah, so the new Fire Emblem game has been confirmed for whenever the fuck, and it looks interesting. It's definitely going for a different style. This is if you've played Fire Emblem Awakening, this is not taking place clearly in this same time period.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going for a slightly more samurai feel to it.
Yeah.
And,
more Eastern appeal.
Yeah, I I definitely saw a couple samurai there.
Same.
And I cannot wait for this game. Fire Emblem Awakening was one of the main reasons I got a 3DS.
Preach it. It was
Preach and
probably
preach.
one of my main reasons.
Fantastic game.
That and Monster Hunter.
What?
That and Monster Hunter were the reasons
Oh, okay.
why I got this.
Okay.
It was a fantastic game.
Yes, it was fantastic, and highly recommend. If you have a 3DS, you should already have Fire Emblem.
Tons of replayability.
If you don't, then you might as well just trade in your fucking 3DS. If you ain't playing Pokemon or Fire Emblem, then
It's true. You do it
get
something
out.
wrong.
Yes, you're doing it wrong. But yes, the trailer was pretty interesting because it was like a CGI trailer, and you didn't really get to see much. It's like a bunch of like epic kind of stills with like
Yeah.
people fighting, and definitely seems like more of a war theme. And
Yeah.
you've got like this character who seems to be a dancer, and she seems to be linked to the main plot.
Yeah.
Looked a little bit like one of the main characters from Awakening. Do you know the character I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what character
All I
you're
will say
talking
is this character also appears in Super Smash Bros. Wii U.
Ooh.
Just for the sake of spoilers. So I'm wondering whether there's going to be some kind of connection between those two. Because either it's just the art style that's kind of making me go, oh, they look like that character. Or we're supposed to kind of go, oh, this person's linked to that in the previous game, because that has happened in the past. But yeah, it is good, and the director was good. Like, you thought it was good overall, yeah?
Yeah, I thought it looked fantastic.
I was talking about the Nintendo Direct, but go on.
Oh, Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. You can still talk about Fire Emblem if you want.
Nah, we're done with that.
We're done.
Yeah, just interesting. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Now,
Good stuff.
like, we gotta talk in more depth. Like, so obviously, I think it's fairly obvious to say, Nintendo owned 2014 pretty
It's
much.
true.
They had Bayonetta 2. They had Mario Kart 8. They had obviously the remakes of Pokemon.
Yeah.
They had Shovel Knight come out on both their consoles, which was a fantastic game. And what's the other game I'm forgetting?
Hyrule Warriors?
Hyrule Warriors, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Super Smash Bros. How can we forget that?
Oh yeah, how could we? That's the main one.
Yeah, they dominated.
Pokemon Omega.
Yeah, I said that as well.
Oh yeah, you said that.
But so now my question is for you, Ferret. Do you think they will dominate 2015?
Without a doubt. Let's be serious. They're gonna...
What? Just looking at the state of gaming right now, it's like, get hyped for Evolve.
Yeah.
Can we just get some silence on the podcast? Like, let me do it again. Get hyped for Evolve. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
or no, I got an even better one. Get ready for this hype. It's like, get ready for Halo 5. You hear that, Microsoft?
Wow.
Anyway, enough bashing. So you think that they can probably like take 2015?
No, I'm certain they're going to take 2015 because look at all the games we just spoke about.
Yeah, we've got new Fire Emblem, Xenoblade Chronicles, Majora's Mask remake. I mean, even if you were just to say new Fire Emblem, Xenoblade Chronicles X, that's going on the list. You know, like that's mark it on your calendar stuff. You know what I mean? But like, I do think that Nintendo's definitely make a comeback because the Wii U's now doing a lot better now because they dropped like 5 fantastic games, and I think with everyone pretty much going, Bayonetta's fantastic.
It's true.
I see no reason why people are gonna go, let me ignore this console for a little bit longer. I mean, granted, still there aren't a terrible amount of games on this console.
No. But it's quality over quantity. That's the truth.
Yes.
Every single game you buy for the Wii U is going to have a good...
And especially with Nintendo.
It's going to be good quality.
A Nintendo-made game, that's seal of approval. There's so much polish in that game. Something you don't see in games too often.
It's true.
I'm looking at you, Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed Unity.
And Bethesda. They make good games.
Bethesda don't finish games. Bethesda don't finish their games.
It's true.
We already know that.
They're good at making games, but it's so
they don't
buggy.
Finish their
They don't
games.
even finish
They don't finish them. They never get playtesters. They're like, hey dude, we got a game-breaking glitch. Release the game.
That should be an official quote.
Yeah.
That website.
Bethesda. What should it be like? Bethesda. We finish games with bugs, or something like that. I don't know. We'll work on that.
High quality games with game breaking bugs.
Yeah, high quality games with game breaking bugs. Oh my gosh, that's good. Oh man, but yeah, like I mean. Yeah, I think my most anticipated games do come from Nintendo. I mean, granted, I am looking forward to Tales of Systeria, which is on the PS3. But, I mean, Nintendo kind of has me with the new stuff. I mean, definitely getting the Fire Emblem. I don't know if Fire Emblem's coming out this year. I'll be very surprised if it does.
Yeah.
Xenoblade is definitely coming out this year. And obviously Majora's Mask, the Kirby game, Mario Party. This Direct was basically them saying, hey, here's stuff coming out.
Yeah.
So get your wallet out.
Get hyped.
Exactly. That's what Nintendo Direct was all about.
And I'm hyped.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
We're both hyped right now.
But the thing which I'm more hyped about, which is weird because I think they're gonna take 2015, but I think they're gonna take it with not just those games. I think they're gonna take it with the games they didn't talk about in this Direct.
Oh yeah,
because remember there was a few games they did not talk about in this Direct.
It's true.
I mean, just to mention a few big ones, the Legend of Zelda and the Wii U.
Yeah.
Like they didn't mention that.
Wait, oh yeah, they didn't, did they?
They didn't talk about that game.
It's true, they didn't. The new one that's coming out.
Yeah, the free roaming game.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking at a quick list I have. So games they did not speak about in this Direct. Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah.
We heard about this in E3 and we ain't heard nothing since.
It's true.
That looks like a fantastic game. Another Yoshi platformer. Probably a game I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Yeah, Splatoon. It's the first.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
third-person shooter. The new IP from Nintendo.
I saw that. Yeah.
Splatoon. Shall we say that again? The new IP from Nintendo.
Yeah. You're not lying. You're not hearing things. He literally just said that.
Yeah. I mean, well, granted, we have a few of our new IPs. But yeah, looking forward to that. I think that it's definitely coming out. I'm getting that day one. That is like a fun-ass game. I like my games colourful and fun. I don't like them brown and boring.
Yeah.
So, also, we've got, obviously, Legend of Zelda. Devil's Third. Now, this is it's like a weird, it's like a third-person shoot-'em-up hack and slash. So a lot of people were calling it like the next Bayonetta for Wii U.
Yeah.
And it's a new IP as well. We ain't heard nothing about that since it's been confirmed at E3. Which is good. Another game which I'm looking forward to as well. The new Fatal Frame. The new Fatal Frame on the Wii U. We didn't hear nothing about that. Which was a bit of a shame because that would be fantastic, I think. But hopefully these games, hopefully none of these games get cancelled or anything like that. Hopefully it's just a case of, like I said before, let's just tell them about the games coming out soon. And
yeah.
also, another one I'm really looking for, Star Fox Wii U.
Star Fox, exactly.
A game they've confirmed and showed nothing about.
Which is really weird. I don't know why.
It is weird. I mean,
it's a very big franchise if you think about it.
I believe.
It's got a large
yeah, and it's not as if this is speculation or nothing.
No.
What's his name? Miyamoto has pretty much said it's coming out before Legend of Zelda. So
yeah.
So that in theory should be soon. Like, why have we not heard anything about this? Well, Nintendo has said they're hoping to get the new Legend of Zelda Wii U out before the end of this year.
Yeah.
So that's some point this year, but we ain't seen no trailer, no official. Even if they just put a fucking poster, I'd be happy.
It's not that much advertising done for it yet.
I'm sure they will. I mean, Nintendo doesn't really need to advertise that much.
The thing is, Nintendo, sometimes I can be totally oblivious to a game they release. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that sometimes? Even if it's like a really big game, sometimes they miss out.
Well, could it be the case that you don't watch TV?
Could be the case.
I don't watch TV. But, I watch trailers, but like...
Sometimes I've missed games that they
release.
released.
I wouldn't say as bad as, what'd you call it? Capcom. Capcom do not advertise for their games at all.
No. Oh yeah, there was a game we actually missed as well.
What's this?
Monster Hunter, a new one that's coming out.
Yes, Monster Hunter 5 is it?
No, it's 4 Ultimate, I think.
Did not already come out.
No. No, that was 3 Ultimate. Yeah, it's Monster Hunter 4. Oh, that's coming out, a new one.
That game is gonna sell like fucking hotcakes.
It's true.
It's probably gonna keep Capcom afloat for a little bit longer.
It definitely will.
But yeah, that's another big game. So all these big games coming out, like Nintendo obviously have the power right now.
It's true.
And
they definitely do.
And
despite what people think.
Oh, forget those little idiots.
Yeah.
Even those idiots have bought a Wii U. I mean, if you have your your PS4 and your X1, good for you. But good luck looking for more games because fucking Microsoft and Sony don't want to tell you jack shit because they ain't got jack shit.
They're just trying to show each other's who's got a bigger arm than who. They're not actually thinking about making new games.
Just whipping up the cock, basically.
It's true, yeah. Hey, look, my one's bigger than that. My one's big.
Look what I've got.
Look what I got.
Yeah, it's a bit petty. Meanwhile, you've just got like Nintendo blissfully smiling as they make good games. And granted, not every game on the Wii U is fantastic.
Nope.
Look at Sonic Boom.
Ugh.
I don't know what the fuck.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at it. If you see it, just turn the cover around. but yeah. I mean, should we make a prediction? I think we're going to keep with this prediction for this year. So we say 2015, year of the film, also maybe year of Nintendo.
Definitely the year of Nintendo, I think.
Cool. Anything else you want to chat about on Nintendo, since we're just praising it to high heavens?
Oh gosh. No, I don't have anything to add, I think.
Alright, well,
Not for Nintendo anyway.
well then, let's move on to maybe one of our final segments. And it's going to be a new segment on this podcast, and it's something that I came up with. And it is a podcast. It's an idea for a segment which I'm going to be calling, Hey, Guess What I've Been Watching or Playing? And this is a segment where one of us is going to talk about something we watched or played and what we thought of it. So it doesn't have to be anything new. It's not really review. It's just, hey, guess what I've been watching? So yeah.
Did you want to start off first?
Yeah, look, do you have anything to talk about?
No.
Like, okay.
Start off. I do, but...
Okay,
You want to create
I-
this new assignment,
Well,
or this new segment.
I would say creative, but okay.
You start it.
So yeah, I watched something today.
What did you watch?
Well, not today. I watched something earlier on. And it was a film. It was a film which I didn't actually see when it came out. It came out back in 2014. It was Peabody and Sherman, the movie. Peabody and Sherman, based on the cartoon from the 50s from the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. It's you may have seen the characters or the film. Pretty iconic, you know, the dog with the glasses and the bow tie and the kids, and
Yeah.
you know they time travel, and it was kind of like the educational-ish portion of the original show if you've seen it. Which, if you have seen it, you either really love cartoons or you're that old. But yeah, I watched the film finally. I sat down, I watched it, and I was pleasantly surprised that it was actually pretty good.
What is it?
Yeah. Like, I'll tell you a story real quick. Like, back when I was at the Comic-Con in London that we have, I remember seeing a poster. Usually when you go to that Comic-Con, you see the posters for all the new films coming out. And,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
all the stuff, and you're kind of like, oh, yeah. You kind of get like a... Yeah. What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's exciting right now.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you see that film. I love that one, yeah. That's how... if you have never been to a convention, that's how it is.
It's true.
But yeah, I remember going to the convention and kind of seeing the poster for it, and kind of looking at the poster and being like, oh, for God's sake, why are they going to ruin Peabody and Sherman? Because I kind of just took it as it being kind of a run-of-the-mill, just kind of like, oh, we got this franchise, so let's just make a film out of it to make a quick buck. Come on, just get a few big stars in to voice the characters. You've done a script, or you read it in half an hour. Give me that. All right, let's start animating. I thought it was going to be something like the Chipmunks films or the Smurfs.
Yeah, where they totally smash a beloved series.
They just don't do anything with it. They just kind of go, we got it, so this will entertain your kids and make us a quick buck.
Just make them sing. Like,
So obviously I didn't really see the film. It wasn't until after which I heard it was actually pretty good, which I was very surprised about because, like I said before, they usually don't take franchises and actually make them something good. They usually just treat them as crap. And I watched the film and it was really good. It was actually surprisingly good. Like, I actually enjoy... Like, Peabody is voiced by... I forget the guy's name, but at first I thought it was Kelsey Grammer. It sounded a bit like Kelsey Grammer, and I think Kelsey Grammer would have been a good Peabody. As soon as he's a pretty... Well, Kelsey Grammer sounds like a pretty smart and thingy guy. And I forget the guy's name, but his... Oh, here he is. Trey Busey.
Okay.
He does Mr. Peabody. He does a fantastic job as a dog or a genius, because in this film, because they keep enough to the franchise without kind of destroying it. So, for example, in the original cartoon, it was implied that like Mr. Peabody was just a talking dog that Sherman had, and he created a time machine and they time traveled. It was never more that. In this one, Mr. Peabody's like a genius.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much a genius to the world. And he basically decides, because he was never, like, I guess, appreciated as being, I guess, a genius or a dog in that sense, he decides, well, you know, he's gonna, without spoiling too much, he's gonna adopt a kid. So he pretty much becomes a parent. And there's that interesting dynamic where, you know, you got Sherman, the kid, and his father's a dog, a genius, and they time travel. And you kind of, and so obviously Sherman, he's kind of growing up to be like, obviously he's a kid, he's like 7 years old, he doesn't think anything of that.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad's a dog, oh well.
Oh,
whatever. You wouldn't, right? You wouldn't if a dog raised you, but it's got, well, you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't think nothing
all
of
them
it.
People raised by dogs, send in your letters, please. Tell us how you feel.
Yeah, tell us your experiences. But yeah, he kind of raises him, and he kind of, you know, And it's an interesting dynamic. I thought that was a really smart way to kind of bring it into the modern age instead of it just being, my dog can talk, let's time travel.
It's true.
I mean, the franchise is 55 years old, so,
Yeah.
you know, it's a good spin.
And it's tough to...
And what really surprised me was what they did with the film, because the film is pretty damn smart.
Really?
Yes, like, there are some very funny historical references in this film that anyone who did history or knows the history will be like, oh, that's funny. Like, for example, there is a joke when they're talking about I'm gonna show myself up here. When the Romans brought in the Trojan horse to invade the I forget who they were. The whole scene with the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
There's a bit where one of the leaders, he's kind of talking and he goes, I want all my men to be careful out there. We all know what happened to Achilles' heel. You know, just jokes like that, which are brilliant. And I even told that to my brother and he didn't quite get the joke. But like, it's funny jokes like that. And there's a very, very, very funny adult joke in there, which I'm surprised they managed to get past the censors. And it's like, you hear it and you're like, really? They got away with that? But it's cleverly done.
Yeah.
The film takes an interesting turn because Peabody is like, he could give Sherlock Holmes a run for his money.
Really?
How smart he is, yes. He can. Like, he's doing all the calculation things, like, oh, well, if you do this and that and that, and, you know, he is a genius. He can do everything, basically. He's mastered everything. And there's an interesting dynamic with, like, obviously the newer character, the female of the group, who is, I'm just trying to think, Penny. Not Penny from The Big Bang.
No.
But
oh, no.
Not that Penny, otherwise this would be a shit film. Is a little girl, Penny. She doesn't really like Sherman, and there's like this really interesting scene where I won't say why she doesn't really like him, but she doesn't like him, and she kind of decides, you know, most teenage girls or most girls in general are, when they want to be, they can be like villains of the world. She kind of decides, hey, I'm gonna wreck, you know, Sherman's day by pretty much calling him up and saying, well, you're a dog. You were raised by a dog, so you're a dog, so go fetch.
Oh.
So obviously that doesn't...
That's deep.
Yeah, it's pretty deep and it's quite mean-spirited, and that kind of becomes a bit of a concept for the film. And obviously time travel and wackiness ensues, and obviously other themes of, you know, and very interesting themes of whether a dog should and can raise a child gets raised, and it's a very clever film. So
I like that.
Yeah, it's actually, I would, if you want to see actually a pretty fun film, I would recommend this film. It's pretty good, and it's definitely worth the watch. And it's a shame I didn't see it in cinema, but it technically was a success. So maybe a Rocky and Bullwinkle film. DreamWorks, I'm looking at you. I don't know. I mean, we haven't seen Rocky and Bullwinkle for a good few years. So
you know who you are.
Well, I don't know who DreamWorks is, but like, I know Rocky and Bullwinkle. And that was interesting because when I looked up the film, I read a report on the, well, not really a report, but a story on the film, which was basically about how Peabody and Sherman, the film was too clever, and how because it was too clever, it failed.
What?
Yeah. So DreamWorks kind of had a statement where they basically said Mr. Peabody and Sherman failed because it was too clever.
Really?
Yes. Because yes, when the film originally came out, it only made like 32 million, and this was like opening box office. So obviously they were expecting a lot more. So obviously they're so quick to call it a flop because it made 30 million.
Wow.
It had a budget of, I believe, 142 million.
Yeah.
But its overall worldwide grossing was like 270 million. So it was not a flop. But this was a report from back in the day when it first came out. So basically DreamWorks kind of saw this and kind of went, the film's become a flop. Let's lay off 500 people and close down one of our studios, and we're only going to release 2 Disney Pixar films a year.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it is pretty horrible. It's not the first time this happened.
I know.
With the Disney film Brave, where they fired the director because it was a bit of a flop.
Really?
Yeah, they fired her, I believe. Or
I thought Brave was a commercial success.
it was kind of I believe it was an alright success.
Yeah.
And critically, it wasn't too well received. So I think they either fired the woman who wrote or directed it, or I think something kind of bad happened to someone there.
It's horrible.
As business. Unfortunately.
I thought she became a cultural icon. the woman.
Oh,
Brave.
yeah, she did. But I'm talking about
the movie itself.
It's the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh.
I just kind of want to talk more about this story because I thought it was pretty funny how they pretty much said it was too clever for audiences and how they're gonna lay off 500 people, close down the studio, and release only like 2 DreamWorks films a year. And there was also this stupid comment how parents thought Peabody was too clever and how you're already laughing. How they thought he was too clever, and I think I'm just trying to find this quote right here because I just love this quote, but it's basically just this mother or this stupidness.
The stupidness.
It is stupid. Because it's just stupid. How you can just be how stupid you can react about a film.
Yeah.
Because and it's kind of a shame because if they're literally going, oh yeah, this film is way too clever for audiences, let's dumb it down.
Yeah.
That's not on.
I don't like the idea of that.
Of course that's not on.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and it's very stupid. I understand it. You're gambling with, money, and obviously you got to make your money back and all that. But it's just like, I don't know. It is just a bit stupid. I believe the quote said by a certain parent was how, she doesn't come to the cinema to think. They come to the cinema for escapism. Like, really?
Oh, come on.
Really? Are you listening to this stupid woman and going, we need to make more films that have more immersion and less thinking?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's why Avatar was so fucking popular.
Why even have dialogue?
Just get rid of it.
What? Why even have moving images?
Just put Adam Sandler on a screen for like 50 minutes and that would be the most successful film. Just have him just sit there.
Making faces.
Yeah, just make him like talk to the audience, no jokes, and people fucking love that shit.
It's ridiculous. I don't like
it
that
is.
idea.
It is. But it is really ridiculous, and I just thought it was so dumb, and I thought it was just a bit of a massive damper for a pretty good film that I liked, and I was just like, oh god, really? This is what things are coming to? Let's look at the gaming industry. But
that's true.
Like, really? But it just bummed me out. You know what I mean? It's like it's times where you'd rather not know that kind of stuff.
It's true. It just ruins the whole experience for you.
To an extent, yeah. But you know what? Fuck the haters.
Fuck them.
I'll watch good films. You can watch it. You can watch it. You can sit in the cinema just chucking popcorn into your face while you laugh at an idiot fart or some shit like that. That's what they do.
That's true. That's what a lot of people do.
You ever been to a comedy nowadays? There's always laughing like fucking seals.
Oh, you made a funny face.
Yeah,
it's something ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know. Well, why bother thinking about what idiots
Why
think?
think when you can just be told what to think?
Why think that? Yeah.
That's
it's more enjoyable.
That's film for you, I guess.
That's why they have laugh tracks, so you can laugh.
Yeah, so you know when to laugh. Yeah.
They're laughing. This is my cue.
This is my cue as well. The audience isn't that smart to know when they're supposed to laugh. Come on.
That's true. It's not like there's a joke every 5 seconds.
There isn't a fucking Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. Here you are.
Like, I partly watched some of that bit when they were doing like E4 was doing like a talk about with the actors. I love how the writer was pretty much just like, the writer was pretty much just saying how. It's when we always have to like write jokes, we're always worried whether some jokes are gonna hit or miss, so we just write as many as possible. Like, oh fuck, has that idiot not ever heard of the term, quality over quantity, or if it wasn't in the script, it's not in the show?
It's definitely true.
If you think a joke is weak or bad, you don't put it into the show.
You don't put hundreds of more like them.
Yeah, you don't.
Funny.
Yeah, you hit the audience with so many jokes they can't even fucking breathe. I'm not talking about them laughing so much. I'm talking about them. It's like when you watch, if you were to ever watch like consistently just a whole box set of a comedy, eventually you'll stop laughing.
It's true.
Because you just get used to it.
It's true.
You'll find it funny, but there's no need to laugh.
I just repeat the same stuff over and over.
No, not that. There are funny jokes. There are funny shows.
Jokes.
Jokes. There are funny shows start to end.
Yeah.
which are laugh out loud funny. It's just, if you don't give yourself that time, it's not going to be funny. Like Big Bang Theory is one of the best examples of a show that just fails to be a comedy.
It's true.
Because it's just trying to, it takes a boring ass concept and just stretches it out.
Stretches out so much.
Fuck's sake, cancel that show.
They got like 8 seasons now or something? It's ridiculous.
Eight fucking seasons.
8 seasons of nothingness.
8 seasons. And my bro Invader Zim couldn't even get a second season.
That's ridiculous. I hate stuff like that. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, the dumb masses favour the dumbness. Well, not the dumbness, but the dumb masses favour whatever's popular. If you tell someone something's popular enough times, they'll believe you and they'll watch it. That's how it works.
It's horrible.
Let's move off. Let's move with this depressing topic.
Oh yeah. Let's get to it happier.
Ferret. What did you watch?
Okay. This is
or should we do it? Or should we do it properly?
Do it the proper way.
Or you have to say a line.
Hey, guess what I've been watching?
What have you been watching, Ferret?
Okay, let's see. Okay, there's been a lot of things I've been watching. I decided to actually rewatch the entire 5 seasons of Breaking Bad.
You mad?
I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Yep.
Why would you do that? It's like an hour an episode.
It's a fantastic series. For me recently, I've just been rewatching a lot of great shows.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm waiting for like the new seasons to come out and new stuff to be released. I've also been watching Hannibal.
Hannibal, which season?
I'm just on season 1 right now, midway through. But that's because I heard about season 2 being all really good and all of that. Get me hyped for all my friends. I've decided to watch it, and I'm loving it at the moment. It's fantastic series.
You and Ape were hyping about that show a while back, and I was just kind of hanging in the back, not trying to get spoilers. You guys were just
going crazy.
I've heard stories about this show. That's all I can say.
It's fantastic at the moment. I'm loving it. Very interesting, smart. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of other things. Been watching Sherlock, the TV series.
Okay. Well, that's an easy watch because there's only like 10 episodes.
It's like 9, I think now.
Yeah, 9 episodes. The season's like only 3 hours long, but it's like an extended film or whatever you want to call it.
It's true. It's a very good series, as most of you may know if you've watched it.
Well, if you're British, yeah.
If you're British, yeah.
Or how can we explain it to the Americans? Benedict Cumberbatch stars as Sherlock Holmes. You've also got the guy from The Hobbit.
Yeah, you got
he's in
that
it
guy.
too.
Yeah, Bilbo.
Yeah, Bilbo's in it.
He's starring as Bilbo.
Bilbo and Sherlock. Oh, that would be a crossover I'd like to see.
That would actually be hilarious. What are you doing here? Yeah, you're a hobbit.
You sound more like Professor Snape than Sherlock Holmes.
Professor Snape.
What are you doing, Bilbo? Even better. Snape and Bilbo.
I got what do you want? What? Bilbo, where's the ring?
Bilbo, you better not give it to Sauron.
I'm gonna give it to Sauron.
What voice is this?
That's when he gets really angry.
Oh, I ain't seen the film, so I wouldn't know.
Damn it, Bilbo.
Now he sounds like he's straining now.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's on the toilet right now.
Oh God.
I had to add that in. I had to. The sound effects are what makes everything.
Alright then. Anything else you watched this week that you want to chat about before we wrap up this podcast?
Let's see. What else I watched? Let's see. What's it? I have been watching a lot more.
Yeah, there are. There's always we're doing this segment mainly just so we can, talk about things that we watch that aren't necessarily new. They can be from famous films to underrated films to games, CDs if we even want to do it. It's just a section where we get to chat about things, and maybe you want to watch these films or games or whatever, or maybe you want to chat to us, or even just leave a comment about what you thought of said films or anything on the podcast. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more of a discussion-based podcast, and this is just a segment that we're just trialing. We might do it for the next podcast as well. So
I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty interesting.
Cool segment. Yeah, it's good. What else have you been watching?
Let's see. The new series of Workaholics.
Don't know that show.
Do you know that show? It's an American show. It's about 3 dudes who hang out. They're best friends, and it's basically like, the best way to explain it is, this show you love. What is it called?
The Show I Love.
Yeah, it's animation. By Quincy. Quentin. Not Quentin Tarantino. I forgot his name. Quentin. It's the regular show. That's it.
Oh, J.D. Quintel.
Yeah, J.D. Quintel. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically.
Yeah, I remember that now. I remember someone actually saying Workaholics is basically like regular show.
Yeah, it's very interesting, very funny, and the new season's just come out, so I've been banging that out. It's hilarious, loving it.
Good to hear.
And also, I'm looking forward for the Walking Dead. They're gonna restart.
Oh yeah, when they
they're
start
continuing
the next season. Yeah. When they do their stupid mid-season break for no reason.
Yeah, I really don't like that.
It's so pointless.
It is pretty annoying.
It's honestly just them getting lazy.
It's true.
It's just them going, right, we got a week off. We can take our time to edit the show, because the motherfuckers they will do that, and they'll be like, oh, mid-season cliffhanger, and then show you the previews for the next fucking episode.
Oh yeah.
They always do that, as if to say, haha, you gotta wait 2 months. While we sit on our ass and not do anything for a bit. Granted, they deserve a break, but don't mess around with people.
It's true.
It is unfortunately true. But yes.
Yep, that's what I've been watching.
Alright then. I think it's about time to wrap this podcast up.
And wrap it up.
Yeah,
Christmas.
Christmas was almost a month away.
I was joking. You wrap up things for Christmas.
Yeah, you could have said present.
Oh yeah, present. That would have been better, I think.
Alright, we'll work on that for the next episode.
Work on that. We got best men on it.
So, last segment we got video of the week.
Video of the week.
Now, the video of the week I am recommending for all of you, which will be in the description of this podcast, is Les Sins. Bother. Now, this is a music track from the artist Les Sins. He released this track back in 2014, and I think the video and the song is pretty damn awesome. Maybe you'll like it too. Maybe you become a fan of the guy, and yeah, I just thought it is a interesting video to look at. Also, the fact that it's called Bother and the chorus of the song kind of makes sense when I'm doing work, I guess you could say. But yeah, I thought I'd leave you with a video to watch every week, even if it's not like the newest. We're not gonna put like viral as fuck videos, because chances are people have already seen it, I guess, and there's not unless it's really special, I guess.
No.
Be the case, but yeah. I guess on that note, I guess we nothing more to say other than goodbyes, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
So, I am the Angry Raccoon.
I am Ferret.
And we are out. That is episode 2 done.
2 done.
Yes, done. Alright. Peace out, guys. Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Really?
For any of our German fans.
You say German fans, but you don't even... Oh my god. Alright. We're done. Bring it up. Bring it up a tone. I know you got a cold, but you gotta...
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up.
Bring it up.
I'm gonna put my normal face.
Normal face?
Normal face, I mean, my game face on.
On an audio podcast.
Oh, yeah.